for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And some room to work. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action. It's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that hits the crossbar and comes back, and it's no good. And by just a whisker, this remains a scoreless game. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Play action. It's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man open, it's Ross. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Going for it all. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, 28 yards. And the Chargers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler.
The greatest show on earth,
touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, 30 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 60 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. They'll run with Carter. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They go play action now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn the pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
They find some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, 41 yards. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And that one makes it 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Going deep downfield for Ross. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. John Ross. 67 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. With Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
This 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
You got to love it, baby.
Second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Trey Flowers picks it.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first and 10, Herbert. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
7 yards, the pickup there.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play. Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. On second down, Eckler. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. K.J. Hamler returning it. So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Now room for Eckler.
And he's got room. The 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Wilson on 1st down. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Touchdown! Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now Carter to start the drive.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson.
They'll check this one down to Carter.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man right side is Ingram. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for LA. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Herbert. Space to run past the 20.
You thought you had it.
Touchdown, Chargers. Ingram saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 1st down, Wilson. It's caught by Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 27, Wilson being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Sly on for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Play action. Now Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, they run with Carter.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
A handoff for Carter.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Throwing is Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. That's caught.
Michael Carter
from 6 yards away.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Herbert's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 now.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
Brandon, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.